Howdy. God damn, I gotta fix my sleep schedule, man. It's currently 2 a.m. I put 3 a.m. in the title, though, because it's gonna be 3 a.m. pretty soon. May as well just fucking do the corny 3 a.m. thing, you know? You don't say. Yeah, it's, my schedule is, it kind of rotates around in a circle. If you get what I'm saying. Occasionally I'll be awake during the day, but don't even get to stream then anyways. You know? Gunder's mom, you're gonna have to explain that username to me, because, not gonna lie, I don't get it. Gunder's mom. You're not the real Gunder's mom. Surely not. Because Gunder is a snake monster. A pus monster. Can I just jump that? Oh, what the fuck, dude? How did it come up here? I can't jump down there. Where's the fucking stairs, goddammit? Why did you put me up here? I think I can survive that, yeah. Okay, we're good. I'm just eyeballing it, you know? Ah, oh, you fucked it up, you piece of shit. That was worth it. Definitely worth. God damn, those golems, man. Like, let's just not invade the golems. Come on. It's not worth it. Hope there's wizards. There's always wizards. But whenever I use this build, I see less. For some reason. It's like when I want to run into wizards, there's always less. It's funny how that works. I swear to God, Miyazaki's watching and he sabotages me at every turn. He said, this guy is mean to my precious PvEers. So we're gonna sabotage him every chance we get. Yeah, we're gonna fog wall him too. No, no, no. What the f- dude. Thanks, Miyazaki. I love it. Well, I guess Gunder's not a pus monster. In the original timeline, he's not. But by the time you get to him in Dark Souls 3, he's a fucking pus monster. You know? I mean, I'm not a lore expert, but I'm pretty sure that's how it is. Yeah? So how could you be Gunder's mom? What the fuck? At least you're embracing it, you know? It's disgusting. The pus of man was always... It always made my skin crawl looking at it in Dark Souls 3. It's like body horror, I guess. Not that that's a bad thing. I think enemies should gross you out, right? Like Resident Evil 4 with the squid billies that come out of their head. Like I think that's honestly a good thing if it makes you feel weird. Or like, what's another example of that? I don't know, the Dr. Birkin from Resident Evil. He's just fucking disgusting. And that adds to the eeriness of it, I guess. He's a crusty motherfucker, Dr. Birkin. Watching the tentacles come out of him and ugh, it's just weird. I got like, does anybody else have that phobia of like holes? You know what I mean? Like when there's a bunch of holes next to each other in skin or something. You guys know what I'm talking about? It's like there's a name for it. But whenever I see holes close to each other like that, I like involuntarily shudder. Holophobia. Yes. Scientific terms only up in here. Damn, nice and that, bud. What the? Why'd you put Blink Bolt on that? Oh shit. Why would one put Blink Bolt on that? No Reduvia. You can keep it. I don't want your fucking Reduvia. He's almost dead. Fuck. He's got all the blood ashes of War out. Bleed Bill! Both dead. One shot, 2 dead PvEers. That's what I'm talking about. Crimson Hawk, that's what I'm talking about. Thank you for the $5. Haven't even been streaming for 5 minutes. Thank you. Help me, Millennia, please. I'm not the right guy to ask to help you with Millennia. I'm really not. I don't play PvE. But I'm sure someone in the chat would help you with Millennia. Not only that, but if I start playing PvE, a bunch of people are going to leave. Yeah, most people don't want to watch PvE here. There's some filter I found that just adds the fear holes. I should find it again. No, remember when they made up those fake diseases and they were on social media? It'd be like, there'd be like a Twitter post or something with a fake disease description, and then it would show a bunch of like fucking holes right next to each other on somebody's skin. Like that shit fucking disgusted me. Like I would convulse seeing that. And I never knew I had a fear like that until social media. I appreciate the money, but I'm not the guy to help you with PvE, even though I would like to. And this was before AI, the whole thing. This was like in 2016 or something, you know. Tyrophobia. Yeah, maybe that one. I don't know. Somebody help him with Millennia. If nobody can help you with it, I'll do it. God damn it. Solo host. Fuck. Goodbye. We're not doing that. He's on PlayStation. I can't help. Somebody's got to be on PlayStation. Willing to help this guy. I'm not a PvEer. Last time I seriously played PvE was like, I don't know, fucking 2 years ago or something. At least in this game. I don't care for Elden Ring's PvE as much as like the other games. Not just because of the open world stuff, but there's many different facets to that. But yeah, if you have me as a teammate, you'll probably just buff the boss for no benefit. Especially Millennia of all things. I never really figured out Millennia. I just kind of bashed my head into it until I got past it. I'm not the type of guy that watches like YouTube videos on how to beat the boss. You know, I just like keep fucking smashing my face into the obstacle until it gets out of the way. But I did beat her solo at one point. I think it took me like 36 tries. Same thing with pre-patch Radon as well. That fucking ugly piece of shit. Rio can help you, it looks like. He's Australian though, so you're gonna have a poltergeist in your world. The connection's not gonna be great. Get Colossal Sword and just beat her ass. That's a strat. Yeah, I was actually using Lucerne on my first playthrough. It was Lucerne Faith build. That was what I did, which was pretty effective. People say Millennia is really difficult because she has cheese moves, right? It's not because she's like the best designed boss or something. She just has a lot of cheese moves that it's like you have to specifically know how to avoid. Essentially, it's more like a knowledge check fight than anything, rather than like reaction time or roll discipline. You know what I mean? If you contrast that with like, what would be a good contrast to that? Gale. Gale from Dark Souls 3. That's a straight up skill check, right? Millennia's not. She's like a knowledge check. It's just waterfowl and clones in phase 2. Yes, and the healing thing. The healing thing pissed me the fuck off the first time I saw it. I don't think I was doing enough damage, honestly. Well, the waterfall, what I'm saying is you have to dodge it a very specific way. Or cheese it with Bloodhound Step. Or what was the other option? Light roll, I think. I didn't know that till afterwards, though. Waterfowl is what gets 95% of people. Until they see a video on how to dodge it properly. People way overhyped Millennia. She was challenging, but sure, manageable. Too many people just spam L2 and then attack and jump attack and get blendered. Well, you're right. Most people are stupid fucks. That's a good point. How do you feel about Sony bullshit? Oh, don't even get me started, brother. You'll have me going on for a half hour about lizard people and shit. If I had a choice, I would get rid of my PlayStation over it. No physical games. So basically everything you buy, you don't actually own it, and they can take it away at any time. Yeah. They deserve your support, for sure. They think they can get away with whatever they want because they're at the top of the market at the moment. Which happens with every company that gets the dominant market share. They start doing scummy fucking shit because they think they can get away with it. But you gotta show them they can't get away with it. You know? But the problem is the fucking alternative is Xbox. You know? Which is like arguably even worse. Then you can get a gaming computer if you want to, but that has its own significant roadblocks. For most people. Oh my god. I don't want to be trapped in there. Yeah, I don't want to be stuck in that fucking little fenced area. I've had that happen before. Damn, you're tanky. Holy shit. I might just skip that guy, honestly. Take me fucking 30 minutes to get that guy. Look, he only took 1,000 damage off of that. That's crazy. Normally they take 1,500. Stop cheesing the boss. Leave him alone. Oh my god, now the boss is fighting me. We're fucked. We are unfathomably fucked now. The one good enemy is dead. Well, no, there's some knights down there, I guess. I know, Steve. That's what I mean. That's why most people can't get a gaming computer. So you're kind of just stuck with PlayStation or Xbox, a lot of the people, you know? And neither are good options. Both companies suck. Yeah, come out here. It'll be fun. Swear to God. No way he got hit by that. Fire in a hole. I'll do it again. Oh shit. Go ahead, pew pew, do it. Damn, I tanked it. That's crazy. Hyper armor is so silly, bro. These are some simple guys, huh? Well, you know, we're level 168, and the enemies here are for like level 50 players. It's kind of weird how they're so afraid of them, yeah. Signifies low testosterone, in my opinion. Oh my, where the fuck? Bro. I could not see him. That was too dark. Yeah! Oh my god, PvE coming in clutch. Bro, I didn't see him at all. I gotta get my eyes checked, bro. Yeah, those knights are better than you think they would be, huh? Especially considering the power difference, you know. You're definitely not supposed to fight those guys at 168. Oh, I better save that invasion, yeah. That was a pretty good one. Shit. fucking fog wall, man. Get out of my fucking way. Oh. He's a masher. You fucking pussy, get back here, you inbred piece of shit. Dude, they blocked me. 2 of them just blocked me. I know, because I was gonna go block them. Fucking pussies. If you're in Australia, Rio, you're gonna have to turn on your worldwide matchmaking to get cooperation with him. The connection, it might not even work that well, so, you know. Just be aware. 2026, still no crossplay. Yeah, like I always say, I don't think From Software is capable of doing crossplay. I think it requires infrastructure that they don't have. You know what I mean? From's never been like a very advanced studio, honestly. They've always been like 5 or 10 years behind the times, you know. They're definitely one of the more primitive studios. I mean, Elden Ring's graphical fidelity is very like 2016-ish. Like, if you told me this game came out in 2015, I would not be shocked at all. They make it look good with color and art direction, but From is not the most technical prowess. You know what I mean? They're more like an artsy-fartsy Starbucks type studio, you know? I'll do that, stupid. They clearly don't even want crossplay for whatever reason. It might just be laziness. Like I said, they don't really care about like standards, I guess. From Software just doesn't care. They're just kind of in their own space. Does that make sense? They're like the hipster on the market, you know? Small indie, please understand. Well, not anymore. From is not indie studio anymore. With like Dark Souls 1 and 2, they were definitely AA. They weren't AAA like the big studios. I don't think they actually crossed into AAA until Elden Ring came out. They were always that mid-tier studio, you know. I can't see. That's a... Damn, I thought that was a player. Not gonna lie. Stupid a motherfucker. Great shield that. Roll catch exploit. So overpowered. Whee! That's the thing, though. I think Elden Ring graphics and art direction is perfect. It's just their netcoding and regions and crossplay so ancient. Yeah. Well, like I said, From Software is more artsy fartsy. They're not about technical impressiveness. Did you guys die? Looks like you guys did die. Well, like I said, it's not just a crossplay. It's if you compare Elden Ring to other games from 2020 or 2023, I think the technical prowess just isn't there, you know. Which I don't really care about for the most part. I wish developers would focus more on gameplay than graphics and big colors, you know. But the negative side of that is no crossplay, bad netcode, you know. Why you got that thing on your head? Oh, perfect. Hello? Well, I'm not sure what happened there. I don't think it even hit me. Alright. Bye-bye. Leave him alone. Kicking him while he's down. Oh. That's what you get for being ugly. Ultimate sin. It's in the 10 Commandments. Don't be ugly. You're level 50? Fighting Millennia, New Game Plus? Do you hate yourself? Doesn't crossplay mean more invasions and more cooperation? Yes. It would fix a lot of the activity issues if we had crossplay. Wouldn't have to worry about not being able to find invasion or something, you know? Or cooperation if that's your thing. If you're a Timmy. Damn, you guys are both crazy underleveled for fighting Millennia. You're supposed to be like 150 or some shit. Let alone New Game Plus. How the fuck did you get that far at level 50? I can't think of a reason. Rio is a Timmy? He might be. No, he's Australian, so it would be like Clarence or something. You know. That sounds pretty Australian to me. Clarence. Reginald. I would level up, to be honest. Well, it could just be crossplay between Xbox and PlayStation. That's usually how it works. They usually don't include computer players in that because of hacking and mods and stuff. They're always kind of in their own bubble, yeah. But if we had the Xbox players to invade, it would make a significant difference, you know. Yeah, I took Bear to the gas station today. He was barking at everybody. He was fucking hyper paranoid at everyone. I'm like, this is why I can't take this guy anywhere. Man. Magic damage on Magic Dragon. You're blinding me. Stop. Ah. Damn. Someone already beat the game at level 25. You'd be surprised how little care. You'd be surprised how little people care about that type of thing. Some people might think it's cool, but most people will just be like, masochism. Jose Mendoza, thank you so much for the $10, brother. Tuition for Bear to attend Streamer University. Go Bear. He doesn't need to go to a university. He already runs the show. But I'm sure he will be happy to accept your $10. He says thanks for sharing your hard-earned wages with him. Nah, I took him to the gas station. He's like... when I take him places, I try to avoid other people. Because Bear just doesn't like some people, you know. And when I was trying to pay for my shit at the gas station, my dog was barking at everybody. He's like... They were across the fucking store and he was still barking at them. He really didn't like those people. The gas station lady... Usually, the gas station lady is able to pet my dog. But today, he backed away from her like he didn't want to be petted. Which is weird. Makes me wonder if something's going on with him. Maybe he's getting senile in his old age or something. He's 7, so, you know, he's kind of long in the tooth, honestly. He's been acting a lot more paranoid lately. A lot more schizo. What the fuck happened? Why did you die? This game ain't even hard, but... They see the invasion notification and they lose their will to live immediately. It's so sad. What's anyone think about Duskbloods? I mean, you already know what I think of it. I just made a whole YouTube video about it. Not particularly happy. It's like Night Rain with PvP. No, it's like Escape from Tarkov, supposedly. It's an extraction thing. Which I have never played. I used to watch a streamer play Tarkov. It's about my limited experience with that type of game, you know. I never played him myself. The streamer, his name was What the Fuck Moses, and he used to play PUBG. That was how I started watching him, and he eventually got sick of PUBG and started playing Tarkov. And he lost like 90% of his audience. 90% of his audience. The tale as old as time. It's so sad. Streamers can't play other games. I was one of like maybe 200 people that kept watching him. Poor guy. So if you ever wonder why I'm not playing other shit, that's the reason. Is The Division an extraction game? I don't know. I always thought it was more like an open world, kind of like, well, like DayZ or something. I always thought it was like that. I remember back in like 2013 or something, my friend was super fucking hyped about the Division. But I didn't really see the vision, honestly. It's weapon extraction. Oh, I did play Destiny. Does that count? I played Destiny 1 because I thought it was going to be like Halo. It kind of was. I like to play the PvP in Destiny. But the actual like looting missions and shit, fucking boring. Didn't like it. Apparently Duskbloods was greenlit back when Sekiro came out. Damn. Been working on that for 10 years? Wait, Sekiro came out in 2018, I think, so not quite, but damn. I figured Duskbloods was like a random idea some guy came up with on the toilet like 2 years ago. That's what I thought. Nah, so it's only been 7 years, but still, goddamn. For a Nintendo Switch game? That shit better be good, I'm just saying. All of us are doing so much to try to play it. Because it's fucking gatekept behind Nintendo. Something like Escape from Nintendo? What? Extractions suck. I played the Division 2 and it was a drain playing that thing. Well, those types of games are designed to like be an addictive loop of like you want the newest thing or the best thing, you know? So you keep trying until you get what you want. And then you want something else afterwards. That's kind of how games like that work, right? It's kind of like it's not a gacha game, but it's like adjacent to that. It's meant to just keep you playing all the time. And then in Tarkov, everything resets. So after you get everything you want and all the gear you want, the whole fucking game gets wiped. And everybody goes back to square one after like 3 months or something. I'd like a ridiculous open world PvP based on World of Warcraft. Maybe Impossible. Bro, I've been talking about that for like 10 years. Like, make a Elder Scrolls Online, but for Dark Souls. Like, I would give anything for that. Literally. Just massive multiplayer online, but it's Dark Souls PvP. Think about it. I'm getting all excited just thinking about it. Makes me feel a certain tension, if you get what I'm saying. But Elder Scrolls Online sucks? Well, sure. It's World of Warcraft with Elder Scrolls skin. But with Dark Souls, it'd be better, because we'd have Dark Souls PvP. Instead of that boring click button PvP they have in World of Warcraft. Yeah, the games reset you to keep you playing, essentially. They don't want you to be content with all the shit you've got. They want to restart you, so you have to keep playing. I actually got Elder Scrolls Online when it came out, and I was very, like, disappointed with it, you could say. I quit playing it after like a week. I realized how grindy it was. I was playing that shit on PlayStation 4 as well, which was not the greatest way to play it. Dark and Darker is fun. It looks pretty fun. But that's not an extraction shooter game. That's, you know, a melee PvP extraction game. It's kind of a different thing. By the nature of the combat being different. You know what I mean? I'm not the biggest fan of shooter video games to begin with anymore. Glad to share the dream? Well, it'll probably never happen, because I don't think something as complex and precise as like Souls PvP could be massive multiplayer online. I don't think it could be done. Like, they can barely manage 6 players in a session. You know? I feel like the reason that MMOs have such shitty combat is because they simply cannot have good combat and have that many players. Like, the game can't handle that much complexity, I don't think. Right, so all the MMOs have that shitty RuneScape, World of Warcraft combat. You know? So I don't think there could be a Souls MMO with PvP like this. Which really sucks. Like I said, I'd give anything for that, but I do not think it's in the cards. Especially with From Software, of all things, who technologically they're 10 years behind. As it is, you know. Unfortunate, but that's the God's honest truth here. That being said, if it ever happens, I'll be the first one to promote it. I kind of wish you could play Dark Souls in first person. I like first person games. Especially sword fighting games. Like Chivalry 2. A lot more immersive that way. And the nitty-gritty of sword combat is cool. Duskbloods has been in production ever since Michael Zaki. It seems it has been for a while, yes. Which is surprising. Like I said, I thought Duskbloods was like an on-a-whim decision. You know what I mean? The closest way we will get to MMO Souls would be when they make seamless cooperation the norm. For some reason, I doubt that as well. I don't see them doing that either. Not that it would be a bad thing necessarily, but I just don't see it in the future. You're a Y inverter and it's messed up big time? Why would you do that? You mean like when you press up and then it looks down in the game? Like the backwards controls? Why would you do that? You're gonna have to explain that one to me. Are you just trying to be a hipster? I don't see any functional benefit to that, honestly. Not into first-person shooting games. Not into first-person shooting games either. But, not gonna lie, I like Marvel Rivals and Overwatch. I never played either of those either. Not really my vibe. I like Bannerlord, Chivalry 2, Dark Souls. God, when are they gonna make Chivalry 3, dude? Whenever that happens, I might become a Chivalry YouTuber. It's close enough to Souls PvP that it could have audience overlap. I could probably get away with switching to that. Or not switching, but at least including it into the channel with Souls PvP. They tried to do that with For Honor, like they tried to switch the Dark Souls 3 invasion audience over to For Honor. And it sort of worked for a minute. But a lot of people didn't like For Honor, so it fizzled out pretty quick. My favorite streamer, Praise the Sun, God rest his soul, he switched to For Honor, and I immediately bought the game because he was my favorite streamer. And I was like, wow, this looks like fun. And then I get into it, and it's like microtransactions, stupid design, bad balance. There! But I kept playing the game for like 3 years, because Praise the Sun told me it was fun. But it actually ruined his career, because over time people got sick of For Honor, and they stopped watching him. He would have been better off if he stuck with Dark Souls PvP. he'd still have a career, and he might be alive today. Because, well, praise the sun, he, how would you say? He committed self-quit. Which is very sad. God rest his soul. But I think a big part of that is that he lost his YouTube career. Honestly. That and his girlfriend broke up with him. Those two things combined, yeah. I don't know. I might feel the same way in that scenario. You know? Bear, what the fuck is your problem? Yeah, he committed Sudoku. God rest his soul. He was like the coolest streamer ever. He just wasn't that smart with business stuff. Bear! Get the fuck over here. What are you doing? Come on. Come here. Fucking schizoid. Bear! Ethereal's got your links if you're cool. Click them. I can't really talk about the subject of self-quit. You'll get demonetized pretty quick talking about that. Algorithm doesn't like it. Well, ready to do a toast with this big-ass fifth of Jim Beam. That sounds pretty base to do at 3 o'clock in the morning. On a Monday. What a time to get shit-faced, wow. Yeah, you gotta have, like, euphemisms for stuff like that, or else the bot that listens to every YouTube video will demonetize you. It sucks. Goddamn lizard people. No, For Honor was never that great of a game. I only played it because I gaslit myself to believe it was fun. Brother, you just gave me another $5? Crimson Hawk, thank you so much, dude. Very much appreciate you sharing your hard-earned wages with me. Then there's a 5. Stay silent on the subject, brother. Well, thank you. I don't think I got demonetized yet for talking about it. But thank you. Yeah, no. We gotta be sneaky about talking about that shit. Gotta be like... Use nicer terms. YouTube is a very sensitive. Doesn't like it. Yeah, a lot of people don't know what happened to Praise. I'm one of the few people that knows about it. There's a lot of people that remember the guy. He was pretty popular back in the day. He used to get like 100K views on his videos. Which was not crazy for the time, but it was pretty decent for the time, you could say. Back then, Ouroboros was pulling like 1 million views on invasion videos. It was a different time. Get back here, you pussy inbreds. God damn it. I guarantee talking about demonetization increases the chance that it happens. Potentially, yeah. I don't know. The one who decides if you get demonetized is a bot. Like There's a AI that listens to everything. Everything on the platform. And if the AI hallucinates that you're saying something it doesn't like, it will demonetize you. And potentially nerf the content as well. Feel like I have 3% brain cells? Yeah, after you play Elden Ring Invasions for like 3 or 4 hours, your brain will start to melt. You'll feel mentally fatigued. That's why I don't recommend more than 3 hours a day. It's fun for about 3 hours. After that, it starts to get mentally tiring. AI listen to everything? What about... Well, I'm just talking about YouTube. What you do on your own free time is... Hopefully AI doesn't care about that. I wouldn't even use the term demonetization if you can avoid it. Yeah, I never really thought of it that way. What the fuck am I supposed to say? You know? You can't spell demonetize without demon. I'm just saying. Lizard people telling on themselves. So, Praise the Sun was... He was a Dark Souls 2, like, weapon... He'd make these YouTube videos, how to, like, perform best with each weapon in Dark Souls 2, in PvP. Same with Scott Jund, as well. They were both pretty much the same content creator, they just had different personalities. Kind of like me and Still Bobsky and G9, we're pretty much the same content creator, just different voices, you know. We make the exact same content. Stream. Just different people behind it. Right. So that was Scott Jund and Praise back then. And Praise, well, he was successful. People liked him a lot. He got to the point where he'd get like hundreds of thousands of views on his videos for Dark Souls 2, which is fucking crazy that that's how it used to be. Like, all the PvP content back then used to get hundreds of thousands of views. At least the big ones. Then he came into Dark Souls 3. People didn't really like Dark Souls 3. Like, a bunch of the content creators and whole fucking swath of the player base fucking hated the PvP in Dark Souls 3. I think they played and made YouTube videos about PvP in that game for 6 months or so, and then a lot of the content creators started to move to For Honor. Praise the Sun, Scott Jund, I think Ouroboros did it too. Ice Guys, Yuka's Legion, I'm pretty sure most of them went to For Honor. And For Honor is pretty much what ended Praise the Sun, because that just wasn't a great game, and people didn't stick around to watch it as much. They wanted Dark Souls PvP, you know. And then, after that, Praise got, like, some kind of security job where he wasn't allowed to show his face on the internet. So he had to delete all of his old Dark Souls content, which was propping up his channel at that point. Like 90% of his views was from old content. So getting rid of all that content just killed his YouTube channel. And then, yeah, somewhere along that spectrum, he fucking died. Because of himself, if you get what I mean. And him and Emily broke up too. I don't know what the cause was, but it's probably him and his girlfriend breaking up combined with dead YouTube career. Probably both. These guys again. Dumb and Dumber out here. Yeah, we just beat these guys like 15 minutes ago. Yeah, he's not the sharpest guy, is he? It's the second time he's died like that. It was crazy back in the day, dude. Souls Invasions got a lot of fucking views. I remember Ouroboros getting millions on some of his invasion videos. But YouTube was like a lot different back then. YouTube was a lot more generous with gaming content. Like, gaming content was heavily promoted, and now it's kind of the opposite. Gaming content is seen as the lowest on the totem pole, and in that the algorithm doesn't promote it as much. And also, Souls PvP back then was a lot more... There was a lot more allure behind it. You know, it was kind of mysterious still. So a lot of casuals and PvEers used to watch invasion videos all the time. Nowadays, it's mostly just the invaders watching PvP content. You know, there's not as much mystique around PvP anymore. Also, I mean, our PvP is just lower quality in Elden Ring, so that's a big part of it. Was that guy that popped up a bit last year? Sounded like the old Texas cowboy. I don't know. I'm not sure who you're talking about. I can't think of any Souls Invader content creators that sound like a redneck or something. Other than DS Artorias. No offense. All due respect. No, AI even looks at the comments on YouTube videos. Paul, yeah. You must be talking about Paul. How did I not think of Paul? What the fuck? He's literally a channel member here. He comes here all the time. I didn't think you were talking about him, though, because he would have just mentioned his name, right? We all know Paul here. He's a household name. Speaking of, Paul, where the fuck are you? You goddamn redneck. I'm sorry. He's the good type of redneck, though. He's not inbred. He's a stand-up cowboy. Have you ever eaten a rotisserie chicken at 3 a.m.? Oh, I feel like probably, yes. I'm from the Midwest. All there is to do is fuck around at 3 a.m. We used to go to Walmart and just get snacks or something and just kind of wander around, you know. Sit out in the parking lot. You know, people will go in the fucking Walmart, buy a rotisserie chicken, and have that for dinner for the whole family as well. Yeah, I know. It was like a Midwestern tradition to, like, when there's nothing to do, you go to Walmart and you just wander around and maybe buy some snacks or whatever. Fuck around. Because, like, we didn't have a mall out here. If you wanted to go to the mall, it was like an hour drive. It's not just the emos. Everybody did that. Everybody went to Walmart. It was like a substitute for the mall. Essentially, when there's nothing to do, you make something to do, you know. When we weren't being fucking idiots in my friend's basement, that's what we did. Yeah, I had this friend with a big ass basement. We would just all hang out down there a lot for like weeks at a time. I would just stay at his house, and you know, we were dumbasses. I'm gonna leave it at that. We used to wander the countryside at like 2 in the morning. And that lasted until I was like 21 or something. We used to go out there and just... There was a certain point that we were drinking all the time. When I was like 21 or 22. And we would just get sloshed, fucking shit-faced, and walk around. Out in the country. That's that Indiana shit. Ah, you're close. You're not on the mark, but you're close. Michigan shit? Pretty close. Not quite on the money, though. Even if I was from Michigan or Indiana, I wouldn't tell you. I would lie to you. But for all you know, I'm from South Dakota. Or Wisconsin. Or Ohio. God forbid. Yeah, no, Paul made his way by doing, like, commentary on the PvP community. Like when there was beef between Steel Bobski and some inbred ganker YouTuber. Paul would make a video about that. And that would always get views. You know, it's guaranteed views, essentially. So Paul made his audience doing that. I don't think he wants to be a YouTuber anymore, though. I think he's done with it. Drama content does pay off. At least in the short term. It's the fastest way for a new content creator to get views, is to do drama. What's his channel called? Paul Aiden. Being from the West Coast would be cool? I don't think so. Too urban. Too much modernity. Yeah, the Midwest is boring, but it's actually just way better to live out here. You know? It's better in almost every single way. The fact that I could wander town at 3 o'clock in the morning and not worry about getting assaulted by some crackhead or homeless guy, that's reason enough to stay in the Midwest, you know. It's quiet, it's calm, it's livable, like, you know, in terms of apartments and bills and stuff, it's pretty livable. The women are nicer out here than they are in the city. I can promise you that. The more countryside you go, the better life will get. The more peaceful and livable it will get. No, you cannot wander Detroit at 3 a.m. You won't make it to sunrise. Some homeless guy will have all your shit. 80 plus? It's weird to have 80 viewers at 3 o'clock in the morning, yeah? Especially on a Monday. I don't know what's going on. This is normally what I get during the daytime. At like 3 p.m. or something. Outside of the equivalent areas, the West Coast is no less safe. I think Northern California and like Washington, some of the rural kind of country areas would be really nice. I would like to live out there. I would not be against it. But I believe it's very cost of living is still bad out there. Just being on the coast is enough to make the cost of living double or triple what it is in the Midwest or the South or whatever. I went to LA once and ended up wandering the ghetto at midnight. Well, I'm saying this from Ethiopia's point of view, not me. He went to LA once and ended up wandering the ghetto at midnight. You were high off your ass and you're trying to find your Airbnb. Scary as fuck. Yeah, bro, I'm not gonna lie. I've been to cities a few times and I never feel quite safe or calm. There's just there's too many fucking people, dude. Statistically, 1 out of every 1,000 people is gonna be a piece of shit psycho. And you know, people are not supposed to live in hives like that. We're not supposed to be that densely packed like that. People get crazy being that densely populated. The East Coast and the West Coast are generally two areas that I would never want to go to, just because of the population density and the cost of living, and you know, the more population density, the worse it'll be to live in. If you want to have a nice life, you live in a small town or a medium-sized town. Medium-sized town is nice because then there's enough people for it to like be fun, but there's not too many, and there's enough things to do without the city trade-off of being constantly stressed and in danger. You know? Is he on top of that fucking rock? How the fuck did he get up there? Yeah, I fucking thought so, you piece of shit. Hello. Hello, inbreds. How are we today? Why the fuck were you up here? Just to make me climb, huh? Got that bad net, too. Get over here, you fucking lizard people. He's invincible. He's God mode. God damn. I'm gonna teabag that guy. Fuck living on any coastal areas. Yeah, I agree. Well, I mean, I would like to live on Lake Michigan. Or maybe Lake Superior or something. Like, if you live on the Great Lakes, you get all the benefits of being by the ocean without actually having to be by the ocean. That being said, that type of thing is completely out of reach for someone like me. The real estate is crazy. It's fucking insane on the Great Lakes. I'm from some ghetto suburbs in Texas. Personally, I can see the beauty in both urban and rural areas. I yearn for anything. I mean, I guess I get where you're coming from. Like, the city seems fun and modern, but I just think the costs of living in the city are way too... They outweigh the benefits massively. You understand what I'm saying? In a city, it's loud, it's dangerous, it's crowded, the traffic's terrible. The people are mean and nasty because they're all in a hurry and they're all getting jammed up in traffic. And it's dangerous. People will just attack you. There's homeless people that'll accost you. Cost of living is outrageous. Like, I can see why you'd want to visit a city, maybe. But, like, living in it, I don't get it. Long term, that is not sustainable for most people. That's why there's been such a large exodus from the cities in the last few years. They're becoming more unlivable over time. Also, the psychological impact of being crammed in with so many other people is very damaging. That's why we see so much mental illness in cities, because human beings are not meant to live that densely close together like that. Like, our brains can't handle it. There's science to back this up. We're not supposed to. Human beings are meant to live in tribal bands of 50 people, maybe. Your brain is only capable of really knowing like 30-something people. So being around all these millions of people that don't know you and probably hold contempt for you makes you feel more isolated than if you lived out in the country by yourself, you know. As a New Englander, which has nothing to do with this, I prefer living in a little shithole, rat hole town than a city. Yeah, me too. The town I live in is kind of a little... It's decently nice. There's like a ghetto side of it. But there's only like a few thousand people here. But there is factories all over the place around here. And factories mean meth. People in factories smoke meth. Because they want to go fast. So there is a pretty big drug problem around here. A lot of tweakers around here. On drugs. You just gotta watch out for some people. But that being said, there's so few people that you don't have to encounter tweakers. You know. I'm not doing solo hosts. We're not doing this. I'd rather wait. I told you guys. And because it's just harder to notice crazy people in the middle of nowhere? I guess, yeah. I don't know. I feel like if you live in a small town, when you actually do see someone, you notice them a lot more because there's like less noise of other people. You know what I mean? No, you see mental illness in cities because that's where people go when they get kicked out of wherever they're from. Maybe. I think that just the urban environment drives people to mental illness. There's a decent amount of science to back that up. Even like medieval cities had epidemic mental illness. They used to fucking do all kinds of crazy stuff to people to try to cure the demons in their head when they were in cities losing their minds. You're like a mile from the ocean and an hour and a half from the mountains. It's great. That sounds fucking awesome. I wish we had mountains out here. There ain't no mountains, none of that shit out here. It's all forested, densely forested land and farm fields. Maybe a little hill every couple miles. That's the best you'll get out here. I've never been to any other places. I've never traveled. Mostly for because I am not able to. Not because I don't want to. I've been to Chicago a few times. Indianapolis a few times. Never been to Detroit or Cleveland or any of that though. God damn it, dude. He slipped on one of those banana peels. They gotta patch those out of this game, man. He slipped on an ice cube and cracked his head. Oh yeah, well, there's a difference between the Mountain West and the Coastal West. Like, the Mountain West is a lot cooler than the Coastal West, in my opinion. Because you don't get that dense, insufferable population density until you get to the coast. I would be perfectly happy living in, like, Utah or fucking Wisconsin or something. Or not Wisconsin, Wyoming. Because you got all that beautiful nature and shit. And there's also not that many people, you know. I think Dungeon Master lives in Washington. He said that before. There is such a thing as prairie madness, yeah. When you live out in the middle of nowhere and you're completely isolated. That's also a thing as well. But like I said, I think cities are a lot worse for that. Maybe I've romanticized those Oregon TikToks. No, Oregon is a beautiful state, but like there's a lot wrong there. There's just a lot of problems there, especially like Portland or whatever. The state is famous for social issues, you could say. That's the most I'm going to say about that. Give them some links, since the invasions are so slow. Sounds like they can manage to keep a factory job and do drugs. It's kind of the American dream. No, it's not. Factory workers, they think if they get on meth, they will do their job better and not be tired at work, which is sometimes true. Most of the time, they end up running around in circles and trying to chew their own ear off, though. But yeah, meth is like really ubiquitous in the Midwest because of the factory work. It's just, the two go hand in hand. You can't have factories without meth heads, you know? And the Great Lakes without the Rust Belt or lead pipes would be gorgeous. The land here is really flat. I've been in the Rust Belt my whole life. The scenery is not that great. I mean, it's not terrible. At least we don't live in New Mexico or something, with the fucking brown-ass desert and the shrubbery everywhere. You know, those places with the yellow filter, the piss filter over them. That would be like, I would hate to live in a dry, desolate wasteland like that. There's a lot of nature here, it's just flat. But we do have lakes literally every 10 miles. Like, you're never farther than 10 miles away from a body of water here in the Great Lakes region that I'm in, Rust Belt. But another thing about living here is there's like decaying factories all over the place. That's why they call it the Rust Belt. There's just derelict industrial equipment and factories all over the place, and it's pretty ugly and depressing. And then you've got the old men that did work in a factory, but they lost their jobs because they got too old, and now they're on like, they're addicted to Percocet or something. You know, that's a huge issue here as well. When they're working in the factory, they use meth, and when they lose their job because they're too old, they get on Percocet. Ethereal's got your links if you want to support the channel, if you're very cool. The urban exploration must go hard here. I wouldn't know. I don't really have any friends that are into that. Like, we're all from a small, medium town, so there's not as much of that type of shit. You live in an Amish community? Hey, Amish people are kind of... We have a lot of them here, too. Actually, like a few miles away, there's a town that's almost entirely Amish people. They have like a big-ass flea market and shit, and golf courses. Well, they're like ex-Amish people. They're Amish people that decided they wanted to be normal and have electricity. But there is also some like fundamentalist Amish people there as well, like the horse and buggy. A horse and buggy crosses in front of my house like almost every couple days. I hear the clip-clopping of the horse hooves, and Bear barks at them all the time. In traffic, it's held up by the horse and buggy pretty regularly here. Nothing like moving really fast and getting nothing done. Yeah, that's what meth heads do. Instead of doing their job, meth heads will like organize the tool table or something. They'll sweep the floor, organize the table. Like, they just do like nonsensical stuff instead of actually doing their job. I don't know, it's not always true. Some of the meth heads are really like, they've been doing it a long time. And they're pretty good at getting their shit done. But most of the meth heads are very ineffective and get fired. And you can tell when they're on meth because they're always doing that shit with their mouth. Like they're, I call it trying to chew their ear off, but it literally looks like they're trying to chew their own face off. I gotta get the fuck out of here. I'm 26, and someone recognized you. Isn't it weird when you see someone that you used to know and they're like fat with no teeth now? That's happened to me a few times. It's really jarring. People don't take care of themselves and they end up very different. Me, I'm frozen in time. I've not aged a fucking day since I was 18. Everybody that sees me, that used to know me, they say, wow, you look exactly the same. And I'm fucking 30. It's not a bad thing, it's just kind of weird. My skin is like frozen. And moving away from your hometown is like, it's risky business. Because if you go somewhere where you don't know anybody, you get into trouble or something, nobody's there to help you out. What if your car breaks down? Lose your job? You know? Damn, it's failing on me again. I'm gonna reset the game real quick. Shit's taking forever, dude. Slower than my ex-wife. I might need to move some. God damn, Dubs. God damn, Dubsopotamus. Thank you for the $10. Very much appreciated, especially at 3 a.m. Meth reminds you of when Philip J. Fry got the $100 refund and blew it all on coffee. At Cup 100, he breaks the physics of time and saves the crew from a burning building. Thank you for reminding me of Thank you for reminding me of Futurama. I love Futurama so much. I haven't seen that show in probably 2 decades or something. I miss that shit so much. It's better than Family Guy or Simpsons or South Park. The humor is truly God tier. But yeah, I remember that episode where Fry was tripping balls on the coffee. I appreciate you giving me a tip, especially considering the invasions are very slow. The game is not letting me hold up my end of the streamer agreement. We're supposed to provide gameplay, right? And the game's not letting me. It's not working. So you basically just... How do you say? What's the analogy I use? Yeah, it's like tipping the barber after they fucked up your haircut. Very nice guy, this guy. I'm not sure I can deal with seeing the same faces in places. Modest mouse world at large. You're making a Mouse Utopia analogy, aren't you? Yeah, Mouse Utopia is definitely analogous to modern society. But you don't want to get me started on that tirade. I'll be talking about that for 3 hours. Game? What the fuck? Come on. Put me down. Bullshit. I waited 10 minutes for this. This invasion. Hello, Billies. Notice me. I'm gonna backstab that. You mark my fucking words, Billy. What the fuck is your vigor, dude? He's gonna die in 2 hits. Paper mache people, dude. They're not real people. Look at these panic rolls, dude. I'm not even near you. We got the Billy sword out. Very fitting. Very typical. Ah, fuck. Let's try this one. Bruh. This guy's gotta be like level 10, right? What level is this guy? One 1,300. So he was like level 60 or something. Why you bring your low-level friend here just to die like a bitch? It's literally not funny. Why do that to your friend? I'm gonna fish for a backstab. At least get something funny out of this, hopefully. What? You don't want to play no more? Huh? I don't think he's gonna let me get one. Do your L2 one more time, would you? I know you want to. Can't keep your fingers off that shit. Ah! I fucked it up. God damn it. He probably thinks he's doing pretty good, yeah. In reality, I'm just playing with my food at the end of the day. But this will inflate his ego a little bit. Billy, come back. He didn't let me get a backstab. I'll teabag him. Not sure. There is a part of me that also wants to get away from, like, all these people I've known for a long time, if you get what I'm saying. I don't think that feeling is out of the ordinary. Like, it's just wanting to get away from your hometown to a place where you're, like, anonymous, if that makes sense. I have a lot of trouble with dating because at some point I got the reputation of like a player, or I don't know what you call it. Like, I've been rejected a few times by women, and the reason they said was, I don't trust you, or you talk to too many women. And like, I was never really the type of guy that cheats and like womanizer type of guy, but somehow I got the reputation of being that. So that still haunts me to this day. There's been like some really attractive women that I didn't end up dating because they just didn't trust me based on reputation. And like, even back in the day, I wasn't really like that. I did talk to a lot of women, but I wasn't like a player necessarily. I had a lot of them like orbiting around me, and I used to party a lot. That gave me that reputation, even though it's not true. Perception is everything. But I do wonder if maybe I was a little more, meek and what do you call it? If I was less social back in the day, I would have less problems. 'Cause pretty much every time I've been rejected, it's for that. I don't trust you. There's been like 4 or 5 times in my life that's happened. Probably like 20% of all the women I've asked out have decided no, they don't trust me. Just based on like gossip or rumors. So there is a part of me that just wants to go somewhere else, where people don't know me as whatever that is, People also remember me as a partier in general, and like a drunk, which I'm not the biggest fan of either. To be fair, I was actually a drunk. I was. But still, I don't want to fucking hear about it. There was a time I was like partying every weekend and being shit-faced every day of the week, pretty much. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner, I would have liquor. And then when I wake up in the morning, I'd puke and I'd drink more liquor. And that's what I did for like a year straight at one point. So it's like, that's a little more justified, but still. Makes me want to go somewhere else. People don't remember me at all. Just like having a complete restart, But the downside of that is not knowing anybody. So if you get into a sticky situation, nobody's there to fucking help you, No family. No old friends. It'll all just be people you met like this year, which is not the same. Until I've known a friend for at least like 5 years, I consider them like an acquaintance. Like, we're friends, but we're not really friends, Like, if my life was on fire, you wouldn't help me, and I wouldn't help you, to be fair. It's those long-time friends that you've known for like 10 years. Those are the ones you can count on. That's why so many people have small circles now. Because a lot of friendships are like performative, or transactional. Like, I'm friends with you because you have this thing, or you can do this thing. Not, I just want to be friends. It's always, what do you have that I can get out of you? With most people, anyway. Most people are like that. Okay, it looks like the invasions are picking up now. What's even worse is romantic relationships that are transactional. That's even worse. You just mashed yourself to death, bud. Ow. Where are we going, Billy? Already got a blue, huh? I wouldn't do that. You know what's gonna happen. That's what I fucking thought. Ahem. This ugly motherfucker, dude. Oh, fuck, he actually tricked me. Oh, no, he didn't. I'm tired of your elevator games. I'm not doing this no more. Good, he'll have to wait for his elevator next time. It can be good to meet people at church. It's kind of like a cult. People kind of help each other out. You don't have to be a religious fanatic. That's like part of the reason I started giving church a try. It's like the only third space left to actually meet people. All the other third spaces are gone. You know. I'm not sure what I think about Christianity at this point. I don't know. I'm like 50-50 on it. When I went to the church the first time, I made some friends, but more importantly, there was tons of attractive women there. Like, it was fucking insane how many. And they were all very social and flirtatious as well. They, like, see the new guy and they want to get you in the cult. So they start fucking... They start flirting. Flirt to convert. You never know, a lot can happen between you and someone else in a year. Oh yeah, for sure. People change a lot in like 3 years, let alone 5 or 10 years. Yeah, generally the people at the church are pretty nice. I don't know. It doesn't seem that cultish to me. Seems like mostly normal people. And the attractive women aspect has convinced me to keep going back. At least to give it an honest try. Something tells me I'm gonna end up with a church lady. Because they're fucking hot, dude. Like, holy shit. I don't know what they put in the coffee in that place. Or the water. There's like some kind of genetic modification going on. Because I've never seen that many attractive women in the same place. Never. Even at like fucking parties or something. But I don't know, I think everybody tells me to date a lady at church because they have like morals and standards and commitment and stuff. So I'm probably going to give one a try at some point soon. I haven't really been social enough to determine if there's any in particular I like at this point. I'll just keep going back until I end up getting close to one of them, maybe. It seems to happen naturally if you just kind of let it happen, you know? They have ways of manifesting into your life. But aside from the dating aspect, I don't know. I want to figure out what happens after I die, so I'm giving Christianity an honest chance, even if I'm not sure about it. I like the people, and I like the what is it called? The sermon? I like it when the guy's talking, like saying thought-provoking things. But I really hate the fucking music. They've got this like super corny, sterile fucking 2000s religious music that I just cannot stand. And what makes me like it even less is that all the people around me will get up and start fucking dancing and singing. It's like, bro, this music is not that good. It actually fucking hurts my ears. So I just sit there and like meditate while 90% of the other people are cultishly dancing. You know, and I feel kind of bad, but like I'm not the only one that doesn't get into it. There's quite a few other people that kind of just sit in silence while the rest of the congregation spurgs the fuck out. That's what it's like to me. They fucking dance and jump up and down and spin in circles, and they hold hands and shit. It's very, I don't know. Maybe it's like anti-religious indoctrination, anti-Christian indoctrination that makes me feel like it's so cringe. Maybe it's not actually that cringe. I've just been conditioned to think that. You know, because the elites don't want you to be religious. They don't. They've vilified Christianity as much as they can. But no, Christians have good values. They do. They're nice fucking people. Because their book of how to live your life tells them how to be nice people. You know? So yeah, I would probably enjoy a woman that's Christian and has morals and decency. Even if they want to wait till marriage, I'm okay with that, you know? I've had enough sex in my life. I'm not particularly eager to. I don't know, I'd almost respect a woman for wanting to wait, you know, at this point. Literally all the same shit I used to think when I went to church. Nah, it's cringe as fuck. Okay, maybe the dancing is cringe. Maybe it is. The music is so bad. It's so, like, sterile and inoffensive. It's like they made it in a lab. That's what it makes me feel. The fucking singer of their band is smoking hot. She's like 30, like 5'10", 5'10", blonde, thicker than molasses. Like, she's fucking fine. I think she's like 29 or 30. Something like that. So she's about my age, too. I thought about it. It's crossed my mind. She's probably pretty popular in there, though. And I'm a new guy, so I'm not going to try to talk to someone like that at this moment. I have no status in the church at all. I'm still an interloper. No fucking way, dude. God damn these people. I hit the guy once. How the fuck am I supposed to know? How am I supposed to know he didn't level his vigor? Yeah, I think the community aspect of religion is really nice. Not just with Christianity either. Like, Jews and Muslims are the same way. Like, they all help each other out and eat together and, you know, they're like a tighter knit community than the secular atheists who fucking don't care about each other at all, you know? Having some community wouldn't be a bad thing. People just don't care about each other anymore because they're all, you know, they're atheists. They worship the government. At the end of the day, even if Christianity isn't exactly real, or if any of the religions aren't really real, I know for a fucking fact that a lot of spiritual stuff is actually true. Like, I'm pretty fucking certain. So even if it's not religion, I'll figure out what it is eventually. Yeah, I mean, people fucking hate each other now. People don't even know their neighbors these days. But in religious communities, it's different. They all fucking hang out. If somebody needs food or whatever, they help each other out. We are like, nowadays we're a low trust society for the most part. Back when everybody was religious, we were high trust. You could trust your neighbor, and people gave a shit about each other back when they were all religious. Not the case anymore. It's not to say that religion is all good. There's bad stuff that comes out of it as well. But it had a lot of benefits. Unifying moral principles that everybody believed in. People wanted to be right with God, so people didn't do bad shit. You know. Nowadays, most people only look up to the government. They worship the government. And that doesn't have the same unifying effect. As a matter of fact, it divides people. Which is what the government wants. Hey, it's you again. Catfish Billy. Come back, Billy. I just want to play. Let me play whether you like it or not, bud. For 3 seconds. Got a solid 7 seconds out of that guy. How about... No, I mean, religion is a cult. A religion and the cult is one and the same. It's all cults, but the mainstream religions are a lot less extreme than the cults you're thinking of, you know. Like the terminology difference between religion and cult is like, it's pretty much the same fucking thing. I'm not saying that it's bad to be a cult necessarily, because there's good ones and there's bad ones, you know. Christianity's probably a good cult, and a bad one is like the Moloch worshippers, you know, the ones that sacrifice goats out in the woods or whatever. Well, guys, oh, it almost gave me one. Like the stream if you're awake. And one of my mods is gonna post links. You should click them. Click the goddamn links. It was commanded by Bear. The All-Father Bear. Yes, Wall of Death. I know. I'm trying not to get demonetized. Moloch worship is ubiquitous in the highest echelons of our society. It's unfortunate. And Moloch is not the same as Satan. Moloch is the Canaanite deity of... Well, I can't even say. Really. I'll get demonetized as soon as I fucking say it. He's the Canaanite deity of sacrifice. And basically pure evil, right? But most of our elites in our society believe in this and partake in the worship of Moloch. It's quite disturbing. Just like the Carthaginians. Carthage believed in this shit too. They were sacrificing shit when the Romans showed up after the Punic War. That was why there was that guy in the Roman Senate. Every time they convened the Senate, this guy, he would say, Carthage delenda est. Carthage must be destroyed. And the reason he was saying that is because all the dark religious sacrificial stuff they were doing there. Truly reprehensible stuff. I can't even talk about it. Damn, bro, this game can't be this dead. Oh, there we go. We're good. It's all under control. Any of my mods awake to post the links? Somebody post the links. Yeah, Rome did also do sacrifices, but it wasn't necessarily the same. I don't want to get into the details of that for obvious reasons. Well, Rome was pagan for most of the Republic, you know. In the imperial era of Rome, they were Christian, for the most part. There's your links. Click your links. Get them while they're hot. Best way to support the channel, if you want to, is those links. Join the Discord. And Bear Street Addiction on Buy Me a Coffee. Or YouTube if you want. Fucking spamming ass dumb fucks. Jesus Christ, bro. His brain is fucking fried. 3 dragon breaths later, we're still here, huh, bud? Wow, that was really crafty, bud. Shut up. You're cooked. Brain is microwaved. How you like it when I press L2, huh? It's not so funny now, is it? Inbred. After losing battle of Cannae and to Carthage, they publicly sacrificed. Yes. Yes, I know about that. It was all of the Mediterranean at that point. Yes, that's true, but there was a difference between Canaanite sacrifices and Roman sacrifices. Essentially, the Romans were sacrificing fully grown adults. For Carthage, that was not the case. And it's because Carthaginians, they worshipped Moloch. You know, I never liked Carthage much anyway. I was rooting for Rome the whole time. With the Greco-Roman War, it's kind of different. I kind of empathize with the Greeks a little bit. But with the Roman Punic War against Carthage, it was pretty cut and dry who was the bad guy and who wasn't. And it was Carthage. They were the bad guy. You're still here? Rio is helping you, but you're too stupid to dodge? It's alright. Rio don't give a fuck. Rio ain't got nothing better to do. If you got nothing better to do, click the links. Join the Discord. And all the other shit if you want to. Almost every society on Earth was pagan at some point, and they all did weird stuff. Pagan beliefs were like very, how do you say, intrinsically violent a lot of the time. Like, to a pagan, the strongest virtue is like your ability to do violence and your individual might as a person. Right? It wasn't about virtue or morals for pagans. You know, that didn't come around until Christianity and Judaism and fucking Islam. You know. Back in those days, it was all about how capable are you. That's your strongest virtue, is being able to conduct violence in battle to a pagan. Then again, you know, not all pagans were the same. There's like a whole bunch of different ones. But that was the general blueprint of pagan beliefs. And they were also afraid of nature as well. Like, every single natural force had a god behind it. So if there was like an earthquake or a thunderstorm, it was God. And he's mad at you. You know what I mean? They personified natural things to understand it. Oh, what the fuck? Ain't no thing but a chicken wing. Yeah, why the fuck do I have so many views at 4 o'clock in the morning? I mean, I'm not complaining, I'm just... This is like primetime viewership. I would expect this at 2 p.m. on a fucking Friday. Ow. You fucking lame-ass bitch. I like to spam mail too, because I'm fucking stupid. Fuck. I would bet like at least half the people watching right now are Japanese. Yeah. At this time of night, it's probably non-English speakers for the most part. Don't make me get to Divine Warrior. Don't make me go get Daddy. He's back from the store. He's right up here. Yeah, come on in. Come on, it'll be fun. I pressed L2, it's so funny. Ah, fuck. What the fuck are y'all doing? They just fucking stood there. Couldn't sleep. Saw that you torment mages. Well, fair enough, I guess. I hope you're getting great enjoyment from this. There hasn't been that many invasions, though. My video did well? Did it? I didn't even look. I don't really look at the views that much anymore. I didn't expect that one to do very well. No. If we're playing Souls PvP as a content creator, you're never going to be that big. Best case scenario, you make an average living. Right, you live a pretty normal life, but you play video games for a living. That's about as good as it gets for Souls PvP. We will never be massive content creators like, what's an example of Asmongold? We'll never be like that, you know. But yeah, no, when I don't post a lot of videos, like when I have 10 days between each video, it hurts the viewership. It does. I need to get like a video every couple days to like get the momentum going, because the algorithm gets mad at you when you don't post that much. So I'm trying to do that right now. I didn't think that video did well at all. I just was guessing though. I didn't actually look. It was mostly just me like trying to throw something out there about the future, you know. Also, I get demonetized a lot, and that also hurts viewership a lot as well, so I gotta figure out a way around that. Yeah, no, I usually at like... Okay, so during the day, like 3 p.m. or so, during the prime time, I'll average like maybe 70 or 80 viewers, right? And then at dinner time, it kind of stays the same. But at about 9 o'clock, people start going to bed, and the average starts to drop, right? And then by the time it's like 3 a.m., I'll get like maybe 40 or 50 concurrent, because there's just not that many people awake. Most of my audience is American as well. So if it's bedtime for me, it's bedtime for my audience, pretty much. So I don't know how I'm getting so many views right now. It's a work night too. Like I said, it might just be, you know, the stream got promoted for some reason. Completely randomly. Does it say YouTube featured below the stream? Because sometimes that does that. It makes you get like way more views than you normally would. Right now, I'd be lucky to get 60 viewers most days at 4 o'clock in the morning. Europe, brother? Ye old continent? Yeah, I like Europe. Europe is pretty based. Got history every 10 feet. Oh, look over there. There was a battle. Look over there. There was a crucifixion. Look over here. Treaty of Versailles. You know? Every fucking couple miles, there's some historical event. Good architecture. Way better than the U.S. We barely even have any history here. And what we do have is fucking boring, because it's all after gunpowder was invented. You know? History gets so boring after gunpowder, dude. Whoever invented it was a fucking douchebag. I think it was the Chinese that invented gunpowder. No offense. But no, I don't know. I'd rather live in Europe. for the historical reasons. And here, our architecture fucking sucks, dude. Like, our cities are so sterile and brutalist, you know. I want to go to, like, Vienna or something. Maybe not Vienna, I don't know. One of those historical cities. American architecture fucking sucks your soul out of you. Just the city design here. It's bad. Come on, you can do it. I'm gonna use the air conditioner. I'm hot. I'm fucking sweating, dude. I barely ever sweat. Look at the whittle fireball. Oh, it's so whittle. Can I deflect these? Doesn't look like it. Go ahead. Real funny, bud. Damn, he's cooked. Spacing. Roll catching. Stalling for blues, huh? Bitch, get back here. Why are you such a pussy, dude? Now I gotta teabag you. I wasn't gonna, but now I have to. New talking spot? I got a few. Rome is the epitome of that concept. What, the historical events everywhere? Yeah, I know. Rome is pretty cool. I don't know if I could handle Italy. It's really hot. You guys are like right across the ocean from the Sahara Desert. Hot countries I would not fare well in. I'm very pale and blonde. I would get skin cancer in like a month. That being said, I do think Italy is very cool. I also think Italian women are fucking... What do you call it? They're enchanting. They're fucking... Italian women might be the most beautiful on the planet. It's either them or Turkish. I don't know which. You know, you are supposed to bow to your opponent after beating them? Why would you do that? I'm an invader. Why would I be nice to them? It defeats the whole purpose of being an invader. What, bear? What's your problem? Kinda hungry, guys. Not gonna lie, I'm thinking about making some chicken. Chimpkin. I'm petting my dog. I also think Italian women are fucking trails off. I was trying to think of the word. Mediterranean women are so beautiful, dude. They're the best on the planet. Just speaking in terms of averages, they're the most beautiful. They're the most likely to be beautiful, I guess. But I can't go to any of those countries long term because I would burn the fuck up. I'm a Scandinavian descent. I'm white as fuck. I can't be in the sun. Bear needs a fucking bath. My dog needs a bath, bro. He smells like Cheetos. He just had a bath like 3 weeks ago. He already stinks. Grimy bastard. Because you like to roll around in the fucking dirt, huh? You're supposed to drop shit jars and teabag. Yeah, exactly. Gunder, you should take note. That's how you be an invader. He's teaching you the proper etiquette. I'm gonna restart this thing because it failed on me. Come on, bitch. This thing ticks me off sometimes. I think I want to go start my air fryer. Make some chicken real quick. I'm hungry. Yeah, I'll take a quick break. I gotta make food. Give me a minute, I'll be back. Maybe you guys will get to watch me die. While I'm gone, you guys can talk about giant ladies or aliens. Rio, post the links, since I'm gonna be gone for a second. Rio, are you still awake? So many people here today. It's crazy, isn't it? It's 4 o'clock in the morning. On a Monday. Completely out of character. Rio! Rio, come out of your burrow. Come out of your hole, Rio. Where you at? Man, fuck it. Just a moment. I'm gonna post the links for whoever wants them. If anybody wants them. There's your buy me a coffee. I'll get the Discord. You should absolutely join the Discord. And if you want to support Bear's Treat Addiction, the buy me a coffee is there. I will be back in just a couple minutes. There's your links. Click them. Don't panic. Be sure to talk about aliens while I'm gone. The sexy alien ladies. Alright, we are back. Unfortunately for you. So I have a dilemma. I noticed when... Okay, so the chicken I got, it's like Tyson boneless chicken bites, right? It says any Tizers on it. But it's like you put it in the air fryer for like, I don't know, 13 minutes. And then it's ready to go. Pretty good shit. I was getting the chicken out the bag. And I noticed a bunch of like little pieces of breading started falling out the bottom of it. I was like, what's going on here? So the bottom of the bag has this little hole in it. It's like maybe a centimeter hole, right? But I just opened that bag. That came from the store, like yesterday. Some douchebag delivered it. So now I'm thinking like, can I eat this chicken? Because the bag got a fucking hole in it. It looks like it's on the corner of the bottom, like it was accidentally ripped. Rio, can you not hear me? You can hear me, right, Rio? But yeah, my fucking chicken bag has a hole in it. And it's like frozen chicken. So it should have theoretically been frozen its entire life cycle. Is that safe to eat? Will I die if I fucking eat that? Cause like, I don't really have that much food. I got like that chicken and some breakfast sandwiches, that's it. And that chicken was 10 fucking bucks. So if I have to throw it away, I'm gonna be pretty salty. But if I can't eat that, then my alternative is to eat the fucking bullshit breakfast sandwiches. Again. I don't know. I'm not sure if I trust it. I don't know if it's safe to eat frozen food that has a hole in the bag. Somebody do some research and find out. Yeah, the hole's like right on the corner of the bag, so it looks like it just accidentally got ripped. At the bottom. Burn the bacteria in the air fryer. I don't know if it's that simple. I'm not sure. I get pretty paranoid about food safety. Are there bite marks? No, it's just like a little tiny rip in the bag. Does the food have freezer burn? No. The chicken will be fine, especially if it's not raw. No, it's not raw. It's like frozen all the way. You think it was tampered? Why do you think it was tampered? I feel like if somebody was tampering with it, they would have ripped the top, right? The hole is in the bottom of it. It's up to date, yeah. I ain't got health insurance, so I can't afford to get sick off this thing. At the same time, I want to eat it. No, it's not expired. Oh, what the? There, stop. Stop. Not funny. Excuse me? Oh, great players. Chicken will be fine, especially if it's not raw. That's what I thought too. It seems like it should be fine if there's a little tiny hole in the bag. But I don't want to gamble my life on some fucking chicken. That being said, I can't really waste food because that fucking chicken's kind of expensive. You know? So I'm at a crossroads. It's cooking in the air fryer right now. So I have like 7 minutes to decide. Probably. If I'm gonna eat this thing or not. You know? I've had this happen like a few times. Like where my frozen food was fucking ripped or something, and I had to sit there and debate with myself about if I'm gonna eat it. But no, it doesn't look like it was tampered with. It looks like just the bottom got snagged on something and ripped open. The hole is like literally a fucking centimeter. Did you guys click your links? Join the Discord. And coffee and all that shit. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I don't know who you are. I don't remember. Invasions are all a blur to me. You know what I'm saying? Come on, game. Let's go. I think you're overthinking it, honestly. It's common for food to get banged up. If there's no bite marks, no freezer burn on the food, you should be okay, especially when the food is being burnt to a crisp. Yeah, I hope so. I need to eat the shit. I can't waste it. If it smells fine, doesn't look weird, it should be fine, even if there was a little hole in the bag. Hell yeah, dude. I'm about to smash that chicken. But if I die, you know what happened. What if someone put spores in the fucking chicken, though? I doubt it. I doubt that. Seems like a weird thing to tamper with. Just random bag of chicken. I don't know. I think it just got snagged, yeah, like you said. But no, chicken smells fine. Seems to be completely edible. No cockroaches. La cucaracha. What the? Whatever happened there? Oh, I love the Japanese net. Oh, yeah. Speaking of Japanese, where's Samurai? Samurai, are you here? Look at this fucking head. My god. How can one be so cooked? There it is, the chicken's done. Moment of truth. That didn't work. Shut up. You're stupid. Goodbye. Thanks for being a dumb fuck. Making that really easy on me for no reason. It's not chicken strips, it's chicken bites. It's like boneless wings. That's what it's like. Highly recommend them too. You're making dinner. Don't be a fucking pussy, come on. Are you serious? Oh, thought he was gonna jump off. And he's chugging on me now. That is what that is. Hello? Should be fine. I'm gonna eat it. Did you check to make sure they didn't swap out the chicken strips with beans? I did, yes. It is definitely chicken. Delectable, succulent chicken. That shit is really good. It's called Tyson Anytizer's Boneless Chicken Bites. It's like, I don't know. It's like the best frozen food. It's like gourmet frozen food. The price point reflects it, but I get that all the time. Let me know if you get mutant powers. Let's hope that doesn't happen. Let's hope I remain alive. Hope and pray. But if I get salmonella, I'm fucked. No health insurance. Why don't you give me another invasion before I go eat, you fucking bitch? No, salmonella is not a power. One was once. Certainly not. Come on, motherfucker. I'm nervous to eat that chicken. Very nervous. Yeah, join the Discord. Somebody will help you. With the boss. Well, goddamn it. I don't think there's any more invasions. I think we're shit out of luck, fellas. Before I go, Rio, give them the links. I want to say thank you to Crimson Hawk, Jose Mendoza, and Dubsopotamus for the donations. Thank you for helping us stay alive. And yeah, I hate to end the stream right now. There's fucking almost 150 people watching, but there's no invasions, you know. I gotta eat. I'm hungry. Maybe I'll stream again in a couple hours, maybe. I don't know. Rio, give him the links. Rio, this is your livelihood. No, there will be somebody on the Discord that can help you. Yeah, that's the one side to downside to Walmart delivery is the fucking the delivery person will sometimes rip your bag. Like I got a whole fucking thing of blueberries that was ripped open and spilled in the bag when he delivered it. Which that wasn't that big a deal. It was like $3. So I didn't get too pissed about it. But when they rip something like expensive, it kind of pisses me off. But I don't notice until it's too late to like refund or something. You know. If I would have seen that when he dropped it off, I would have just refunded it. No problem. But now it's been like 2 days since he fucking delivered it. So I gotta eat the chicken. I have to. You know, I can't waste it. So if streamer dies, streamer dies. Man, Rio, where the fuck are you? Just scroll up and click the links if you want them, I guess. They're like 10 minutes back in the chat. Click the Discord and the Buy Me a Coffee. And, yeah, I'll see you guys around. Thank you for all the donations. Be back soon.